Everybody on Fighter Council with the Geek Fighters for the finale of Like a Dragon, Ishin. We're
Yeah.
gonna beat this game.
Gonna beat it like a mule.
This game contains flashing lights. Flashing.
Da, da, da.
Excuse me. Sorry for
We
that burp.
can't hold those who are sensitive.
Yeah. Your standard photosensitivity warnings.
Yes.
First time I ever saw one of those is when I booted up a DS.
Oh, for real?
Damn.
Well,
Yeah.
I guess, like, old NES and SNES games didn't have them. But they were in the
No, they
manuals.
didn't.
But
I was
not-
gonna say, what was it? Late, like very late, like Nintendo GBA games had it, and then obviously I think from the DS forward it was a common thing.
just to show
Yeah.
you guys, I beat all of these, and the last few of these were no joke because they do not scale the difficulty. All of these are defeated.
Oof.
Oh my god, look at all that Rio you got.
Yeah, because look, defeat Sonata Nobuyasu gives you 20 Ryo.
Jesus.
And to think all that money is worth a grand total of about 50 yen.
Now,
Well, at least you got one half of the stuff done in order to fight Amon.
yep.
Yeah.
The other half is going through the those tournament brackets or whatever in the arena.
Yeah, that I didn't do. Yeah.
Yeah, and then after you complete that, then Amon is yours, front and center.
Let me talk to. Let me go to me.
There
Wait.
goes Muteki unleashing a Gabo in the chat.
Teki and
A
Gabo.
Gabo or a Garbo?
It's a winning combination.
All the kids at school are SOBs.
Eh.
Kept Brockman in trouble.
You're gonna like me. Yeah.
That'll teach a thing or two to those SOBs.
Kyle
What
in
the-
trouble. What the? So, you guys, we spoke yesterday, but I don't think I asked you guys about your weeks before, because before I start the story, I'm gonna get some like supplies.
Okay.
So
Right.
might as well use that downtime to say, metal. I feel like your week was shorter, but it may not have been. But anyways, go ahead.
It was, really.
Oh,
Not really. Okay, now that I'm sitting. Sorry, I had to get up to grab something, so I'll just be second.
somebody's being accosted over here.
Alright.
Oh no.
Oh, me, I've just been mostly fiddling around on my Steam Deck doing this and that. Getting intrigued by, what was it? Digital Eclipse is going to release a Golden Tea collection for modern systems, which is kind of cracked.
A golden tea, you say?
Okay, so sorry again. I'm just still kind of catch my breath here, so
Alright.
I apologize.
Big guy.
Basically, I think it started in '95. It was technically okay. Here's a funny story. It was made. Okay, so it's a series of arcade golf games, most often seen in bars.
Oh yeah,
used,
I know.
That
They use like a trackball controller.
yes, that used the trackball controller. That used pre-rendered, like Mortal Kombat style, digital renderings of like an actual person or actual people. And they're going to be releasing a collection, which includes the first 6 games, which is kind of interesting, complete with virtual trackball support, as well as 2 non-golf games they also did, which is a shuffleboard game and a bowling game, all with trackball controls. And this is releasing for all modern systems and Steam in about a month.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, it's
That
called
is-
the Golden Tee Arcade Archives, if anybody's interested in checking that out. Other than that, I don't know. For some reason, I've been playing a lot of Game Boy games too recently, especially Donkey Kong Land.
Oh, nice. So
Yeah, the land.
poor man's Donkey Kong Country.
Yeah, not the country. No. Although I could play the Game Boy Color port of that if I wanted to, but no, I'm here for the land, man. I'm here for the land. And also because my second ever Game Boy game was Land 2, so. Because my first ever game was Pokemon Blue, and my second ever game was Donkey Kong Land 2.
Although, to be fair, the Donkey Kong Land games are really not that bad.
No, they're very fun. Like I said, kind of Game Boy-ized versions of Donkey Kong Country, and they're still really fun. You know, if it's limited, but you still get what you come for, and it's a nice little remix. Decent music too, actually,
I think I got it.
especially for a Game Boy.
Sure I wanted to do. Now let's continue.
So, is that all that
I
you
have
had
three.
to say about your week, or did you have more that you wanted to add?
Well, other than that, I've also kind of been diving back into Yu-Gi-Oh! Too. Like I said, I was in a kind of a cold phase with it. I guess now that there's some more interesting products coming up, because we just got this year's Battle of Legends set, whose main thing is the chibi arts of like Blue Eyes and like Dark Paladin and stuff, which is kind of cool. And then we've got the next main set releasing in like a week, which has some good stuff. And not to mention, I've also been turned on to playing Exodia Millennium, so that's fun too. But that's it for mine. I don't know about you, Triple R there.
Triple R. Oh man.
Well, I mean, hey, you know, you got called RPG last night, so why not just Triple RPG?
Man,
Roaring retro
that-
RPG.
that or
Well, hey, it's just like the time I joked I should change my name to FFPS.
you know, funny thing is that in some places like Fightcade, my handle is the real double RPG. So
Yeah.
maybe that's what the third R is for.
There you go.
Real retro role-playing gamer.
Yeah. Real double RPG.
Yes,
you go.
exactly.
By the way, hi, Star Child Toma and
Hello.
LPH. And
Hello,
they
folk.
did say a lot of things. Let me go ahead and bring them up real quick before I talk about my week. LPH says, so we at Endgame? Yes, we are. And hello, Toma. And Muteki, LPH says that they really like those trackball games in the bars, you know, like Surprise Golden Tee.
Yeah, like I was saying, it's kind of cool because it's something I'm sure a lot of us have played either in like in an actual arcade or like a Chuck E. Cheese or a bar or something. At some point, we've all at least seen one, if not actually played them. And you know what? As somebody who doesn't hate golf games but also, you know, loves the occasional one, it's not bad. Plus the trackball is kind of really fun to screw with.
I get you.
Because trackballs are always fun.
Starchild says he's played those as well as the baseball game. Is he talking about Baseball Stars 2 in the arcade by SNK? Maybe?
Oh man, I remember those games.
I don't know.
Is it Star Child?
Is there one? I think there was one that had like a trackball for the if you were pitching, I believe.
Or was
But
that
what
just on
game
the
was-
MVS?
I can't remember. I'd have to dive into stuff I can't right now.
Yeah. Anyways, Starchild says that he started Persona 3 Reload earlier and was watching
Oh.
Giant Gorg or George.
Gorg.
Yeah.
Oh,
I need to watch
Gorg,
that.
that's a classic.
Don't stop.
Anyways, my week has been very sporadic. I wish I had a lot of time to be playing games this week, although I did get some time playing the Nintendo Switch 2 editions of the edition of Breath of the Wild. And I gotta say, with that 60 frames per second performance boost, the game, I would say that both that and Tears of the Kingdom have met their true potential performance-wise. So yeah,
I've heard it's like yeah, that it really makes Breath of the Wild really sing. People have said very good things about it with Scarlet and Violet. How it drastically improves like the number of Pokemon on screen at one time. It makes it run at a consistent frame rate
right.
and all that good jazz. So it is very sweet.
But other than that, uh, I guess most of my time this week has just been uh, just being amazed by the Donkey Kong Bonanza direct that we got back on
Yeah,
Wednesday.
it,
And
it
I gotta say, that was truly one of the best Nintendo directs I've seen in quite a while.
it was pretty
For one
solid. Like I
game,
said,
for one
it's a
game
fun looking.
specifically.
Yeah, it's a pretty fun looking one too. And
Yeah.
I love the artist mode. Is
Oh
great.
boy.
And also they reference that bird from the 3DS sound app, and I like that.
Oh, people are gonna be very lewd with that artist mode.
Oh god, well you just know
I mean,
it.
it's gonna be like Spore Creature Creator all over again, where people just make
Uh,
dick
yeah,
monsters.
as somebody who's actually played before can confirm, I've seen them. I've seen more than a few, and I've also seen some very creative ones, and also some just like dicks, or the other or the other private part. So yeah.
Yeah.
What else you did?
Worked mostly. Yesterday was pretty hectic like usual for the first day of summer, and because of the sweltering heat, it didn't make it all bearable. And I would say probably today was worse, just based on trying to get stuff done when you just get interrupted with many obligatory menial tasks. Some of them, anyways. While some others were very important. But yeah, it's just like the main tasks I was trying to get done today. It seems like it was hard for me to even get done when I have so many others just popping in and out in between my time. But other than that, just been a pretty steady week for me. Gaming and life and got a new lawnmower today, a new push mower, because the one that I've been using for, well, I would like to say 5 or 6 years, the engine's dead.
Oof.
Yeah. No matter how many times we take it to the guy to get it fixed, it just seems like it does not want to stay alive for that long, because every time when I'm using the mower, about after 30 minutes after I get started with mowing, all of a sudden it just dies down.
You know what's funny? We're gonna need to pick up a mower too in the not too distant future. We've been looking at a push mower as well.
Yeah.
Just kind of funny to think about it.
Push motors are great. Helps build up your the muscles on the front of your body,
Oh,
pretty much.
Naturally.
Except they have the ones where they have the contraption where you can actually make it move if you were to hold the bottom bar up. So you don't have to necessarily push it yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah,
I didn't
that's
think
how
the
my week's
ultimate
been.
gaming has been finale here. It's just like, hey man, drinks with Oreo.
Oh,
So my week has been, what am I doing? Oh, just recovering basically, right? Recovering
right,
from the
from
weekend.
your
Hey,
recovering from your Kamehacon escapades and the horror stories that is Atlantic City.
11 flights of stairs, stuck in an elevator, 8 hours of riding on crappy trains, both ways, so 16 hours altogether. Oh boy, I gotta sing. Oh jeez.
Well, you're spending as much time with Yuki as you possibly can.
Well, now I gotta pay attention to the music. So, bring up the fact that there was a Donkey Kong direct while I do this.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And I gotta say, I wasn't sure about it at first after looking at it, but after seeing the Nintendo Direct, it's definitely sold me in wanting to pick it up. And we still don't know a lot about who is developing the game, although a lot of people speculate that it's the 3D Mario team. Just because of, like, certain assets
seems,
look like it's made under their creation.
and it has Pauline in it, so I could kind of see that, because it seems like it seems like the Mario team likes Pauline. So, yeah.
Well, I don't blame him. I mean, she is.
Or at least,
She is.
or at least modern Pauline, I should say, not classic Pauline, who had like no personality. But
right.
I mean, modern Pauline.
And she definitely got herself out of that damsel in distress situation where she.
Oh yeah, she's mayor of New Donk City. She's mayor of New York in the Mario Brothers movie. She's popping up in everything now, so yeah.
And I think they got Kate Higgins returning to voice Pauline in the game like she did in Odyssey.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is.
So yeah, the voice of Sakura Haruno as friggin' Pauline.
And apparently, yes, there's at least 10
did
songs
alright.
in the. Apparently, there's at least 10 original songs in the game too. So
Hey, that's cool.
it will be, because as we know, she sings and you go Super Saiyan.
Now,
So
oh yes, with the Bonanza transformations. But here's the thing, though: if that is the 3D Mario team's newest game that they're working on, then it's gonna be a while before we see the next 3D Mario game, or unless if
it
they
will
have,
be.
or
Yeah.
unless if they have two separate teams within the same team. One of them could be working on, the Donkey Kong Bonanza, whereas another one are probably working on the next 3D Mario game.
You know, I'm curious. I'm gonna have a look quick. Here. One sec.
Because I have been watching this
YouTube.
I have been watching this YouTube channel called Kit and Krista. They're basically
Where is it?
Kit Ellis and Krista Yang, who used to work for Nintendo. They started their own little YouTube channel together where they talk about or give off good insight in the industry, as well as talk about games that they've been playing and games that are about to come out and that kind of stuff.
What
They have some pretty good insight, so I definitely recommend that you guys subscribe to them if you haven't.
Yeah. What I can basically say is it seems like Odyssey, and it seems like Bonanza is being developed by 1UP Studio, which is the 3D Mario team inside Nintendo.
Okay.
So, yeah, apparently it is. Unconfirmed, question mark? Because, yeah, I'm looking at their stuff. It seems like it most likely is.
Oh, LPH had a
Mind you, it could be Nintendo EPD, which is another internal studio, but that they might have just helped or something. I'm not sure.
So what old video game character got good character development? Well, I mean, we can definitely say an easy one is Solid Snake from Metal Gear.
For sure.
I would say Samus if you ignore Other M.
Other M, it's more of a guilty pleasure for me. Although I really
No,
do.
I get it. I get it.
Story, though.
I get it. No, like I said, yeah, I know, I get you.
I mean, it was a noble attempt
Right,
to try to
Toma?
make. It was
Stabs
a
the
noble
guy.
attempt to try and make Samus human, but I just felt they could have done it better instead of just sticking to the Japanese mindset within the game's narrative. I mean, that's how I feel when it comes to Other M's story.
It's true what Toma said. Stabs a guy. No
Stabs a guy
killing.
through his stomach. No killing.
No,
Never
oh,
kills,
well,
though. They get up.
never,
fine.
ever. Never, ever.
Right here. Shoots a guy.
Like, there've
Drunk
been at least
slices it.
two. That's what I'm saying. There are at least two full-on like Virtua Cop segments in these games,
Yep.
which you
shooting everybody.
explicitly shoot people who are chasing you in cars with guns, and yet you never kill anybody. So yeah.
Let's see, another franchise that had a old school
LPH
character that
his
got
own,
good character.
Answer to it. So go ahead.
No, I'm just trying to think of another old video game character that got good character development much later on. Um, hmm.
In a way, Akuma did. I know that.
Yeah, I
Sure.
would say
Because when he first came
Akuma.
out, he was just like this evil dude, and then like he actually got a bunch of characters. Oh, you know, he's actually not as evil as you think. And even though he like killed, like he actually, you know,
All
has his
about
code
that
of honor.
assassin fist, but yeah, he's like he may be a demon, but you know, he ain't all bad. Plus he has a student now, so.
I would say Liu Kang in the recent Mortal Kombat games, especially with Mortal Kombat 11. Mortal Kombat 11. Yeah, Mortal Kombat 11 specifically, where I felt that it was basically his redemption after Ed Boon treated him like shit since Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance.
Yeah, well, yeah, essentially becoming, the new Raiden, essentially, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I know a lot of people don't like to think that Mortal Kombat has great story, but I highly digress because out of all the fighting games that are out there, Mortal Kombat, I feel, is the only one that actually does a decent job with its storytelling.
Yeah. Now, LPA said Jack from Jack and Daxter.
Oh, yes.
That's a name I have not heard since...
He started off as a mute, and then all of a sudden, he became a potty mouth by the second game.
Oh god, now I gotta dance. I'm really bad at these. Oh well. Keep thinking while I have to listen to music again.
Okay. Hmm. Let's see.
Number one game. Oh, that's funny. Bonanza is currently the number one game on Amazon.
I wouldn't doubt that because Nintendo.
I wouldn't either.
Nintendo did settle their differences with Amazon to where they can actually sell their games on Amazon service again.
That was I know that was a thing that happened.
Yeah. Let's see. Maybe the modern day Legend of Zelda games, possibly?
Well, they've tried to give Zelda more personality, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, Link kind of can't because he's a mute player, like, avatar.
Although they did try with Skyward Sword.
They did.
And I would say, to an extent, both Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, but only a little bit. Especially when it comes to the Link that you're playing. I mean, if you were to say Link right before he went into a coma in Breath of the Wild, then nah, he was just a smug, hard-ass mute. Maybe. Well, I was gonna say probably the modern day Tekken games like
wild.
Tekken 8 specifically.
I went from thinking I was gonna fail that to getting the trophy Lord of the Dance. All right.
well, hey, at least you passed it.
Yeah.
So. LPH, if you want to, hey, that's fine, man. I would say that they definitely made her less annoying in the more recent games.
They did give her more development. I say she's one for sure.
Definitely.
Especially from Sonic, right? Was it CD?
Mm-hmm.
Did she debut?
Yeah, yeah, that's when she made her debut. Maybe the Resident Evil games, like the characters from the early games being better developed for today.
All of anybody from the first three got way better developed over the other games.
Yes.
I mean, remember, Master of Unlocking. That was...
Although I do feel that the the main Resident Evil team tends to give Chris way too much development in this day and age, because ever since Resident Evil 5, it just seems like they've always had to have him in every mainline game up until Resident Evil Village. I mean, he's a great character, but sometimes he just there comes a point where he's gotta
like,
take a rest, you know?
7 and 8 being about like, I mean, I guess it's still set the same. It is. I mean, it is.
Yeah, it
but
is.
But I don't feel like it is. You can have a new character, but boy, he felt like he.
Oh yeah. Oh god, yeah. I did not like Ethan Winters. He just was too shallow of a protagonist.
No killing, he says. This guy's literally on his blade.
Muteki, Chris punching a rock.
Guys.
Of course, that was like his big
Oh,
moment.
come on,
in
that was
RE5.
that was a great one. I mean, come on. The guy literally has to creatine so much that he has to, you know, Hulk smash a boulder
Yeah,
while
the only
walking
human,
through an active volcano.
the only human who could Hulk smash a boulder, and his name turned out to be Chris Redfield from Resident Evil.
Also, apparently, all this virus exposure has given him and Sheva like fireproof skin, because they are literally in an active volcano and not instantly incinerated. So yeah. Well, I mean, Wesker, I can sort of understand with him being like fucking super god mutant thing by this time, but yeah.
He says you got a problem, guy.
Maybe-
What? Wait, I thought this was Japan, not New York.
I would probably say another. Oh, hey, Lord Doom. What's up? He said Wesker died pretty hard, man. Yeah, he did. Getting decapitated by a rocket from a rocket launcher and then blowing up after that.
I know. All I'll say is it's better than what happened to a movie versus Wesker, which is literally getting RoboCopped. So yeah.
Oh, nice finisher. there.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. Tiger dropped into another one to finish it. Whatever the sword version of it is called again, Lightning Glory or something like that.
I would say another character who got great character development later on. I mean, from the beginning and even until much later on is Mega Man X.
That's true too. X did get a lot more character later on. And then obviously, well, I mean, then, you know, yada yada's, you know, ZX and Zero and blah 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 blah. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. Lord Doom said, "Wait, you're still in Australia? Really?
I guess so.
Oi!
I thought he'd already be back in New Orleans right about now."
Well, hey, if you ever want to talk to the Prime Minister, just go outside and yell, Andy.
Andy,
Oh, wait, what's
that's one of my favorite things ever. And one of my viewers on when I stream Fate is from Australia, and I always feel like when he talks about what he has to buy costing a certain number of Australian dollars, he says AUD, and I'm like, I believe the correct term is dollary dues.
Dollary dues? Tobias! You accepted 8-hour collect call from the States?
Wasn't it me?
Oh, there's nothing wrong with the head, is there? And I know all those words.
That's a bloody
And like, that's kind of the funny thing. And also, like Lisa, I know those words, and that sign made no sense because that guy was not funny.
By the way, in season, in The Simpsons, I finally made it to season 17.
Oh, nice.
One movie.
Yep. But I still need to see the entirety of season 18 before I can watch the movie. Or do I have to go through season 17 by itself?
I don't know about season 18, but you should watch season 17 for the movie.
Okay. Alright, I'll watch the movie after I get done with season 17.
Well, I mean, like, you can kind of tell when the... You can tell if you go too far because the first one after the movie is just a huge reference to the ending of the movie.
Oh, that's true.
So...
I'll definitely have to research that.
Yeah, you can clearly tell it's like okay, the movie was like before just before this episode. All right. Not that Simpsons has airtight continuity or anything, but
Let's see. Lord Doom says even he's still in Australia, so he has another month where he and his family can stay, but they said they're gonna leave before that. LPH says also Zero from the Mega Man X games. Yeah, I would say his character development really got more developed by the time when Mega Man X4 came out, and then
all I
after
can
that,
say is,
every
what am I fighting for?
and
That's
every
all I can say.
Mega Man X game up through the entirety of Mega Man Zero and the Mega Man ZX games, Zero just always seemed like he was front and center for development hell in terms of his character.
I got something that I forgot to bring up, news-wise, which is that, hey, now keep in mind that I'm laughing, so of course sarcasm. But hey, didn't you see that Metroid Prime 4 Shadow dropped?
all they've said is that they've taken it down, and all they've said is it was put up, quote, in error. Most people are believing is that it is for when it does eventually come out, and somebody, like, wires got crossed and it got put up when it's supposed to be like a production sample. Somebody thought it was like an actual poster to be put up, and it got like mistaken for that. Or the other one is that it is about to shadow drop and somebody put it up early.
Oh God!
I can't imagine it shadow dropping.
Yeah, I can't imagine them doing that. It wouldn't be a viable strategy to do that right at the get-go. I'm for gaming in this day and age. I mean, if it was for a re-release, then yeah, I could see that being okay. But for a brand new game or a new
Like if
entry
it
to
was
a
for
series,
like,
then
yeah, if it was like Prime
wouldn't be
2, yeah, if it was like
viable.
Prime 2 remastered, it would be more believable.
Right,
Because they just
Yes.
shadow dropped. Because they shadow dropped Prime 1 remastered. So yeah, I can see them just saying, "Oh, it's out now." Like, what?
Oblivion coming out, Shadow Drop. That makes sense. It's a remaster, not a.
But
Yeah,
the
a whole
sad thing
brand
is,
new game. But
yeah, but it fucking leaked like 3 months beforehand, and it kept leaking every single goddamn day until it just eventually appeared on like stores, and it's like, yeah, it's out now. It was like the worst kept secret in gaming for months.
Mm-hmm.
Because like every other place was leaking that this thing existed, like every other day.
I'm gonna tell you right now, one of my favorite games shadow dropped this year, and I really enjoy the hell out of it. And Jerry, you know which one I'm talking about.
do I?
Yeah, I mean, what's coming out in October that's being published by Microsoft and developed by Team Ninja. Well,
Oh,
Platinum
Ninja
Games,
Gaiden?
technically. Yeah, remember
Yeah.
Ninja Gaiden 2 Black?
Yeah,
It
that
shadow
got you.
dropped?
Yeah, that's true. And
That's
Yeah.
true.
And
Yeah,
I saw
yeah,
you beat it. As you,
I forgot it
Yeah.
was this year. I forgot that happened this year. Yeah.
Yeah.
It just appeared.
Lord Doom
Muteki-
sent you a medal. Something. He said that was about Oblivion. That was a leak, more like a flood.
Exactly.
Muteki, Onimusha 2 never really shadow dropped because there was an actual release date for it.
Oh, that's true. This is out now,
Yeah.
right?
Cool.
Yeah, it's already out. And Onimusha 2, the remaster, is great. If you guys haven't picked it up, what are you waiting for? It's only $30.
Yeah, I'm hoping to hear some.
And hopefully coming soon, Jean Reno.
I don't talk
Yes.
about it much, but I am a big fan of Onimusha.
Yeah.
Onimusha is good.
This is one of
Well,
the
I mean,
ones
it's a great appetizer before the new Onimusha game next year. But yeah, Onimusha 3 Demon Siege, that needs to get an HD remaster
It
and
does.
release before Way of the Sword comes out next year.
It would be nice.
And it's funny it's funny to think too that Jean Reno said that he would be willing to come back and do more lines for his character Jacques Blanc.
Yeah, Bakumatsu Bob, finally. You got plenty to give me, homie. You got so much.
Cha-ching.
Bakumatsu Bob.
He's like, hey, what's up? Yeah. You got shit? Okay. I just love that. I don't know. What am I doing? Okay, I forgot for a
I
second.
get Kenny Omega, finally.
Yeah.
Please say
About damn
freaking-
time.
Oh,
Elite
yeah,
General Troop.
I got a
card
trophy
bundle.
for that.
Nice.
Drop and give me a 100.
Funny is this is how you got to get your DLC. No wonder I was wondering how come it didn't show up. It's like, no. You have to do all this first. Beat that entire Shinsengumi mission. So, like, wait, I get Kenny Omega after beating those Shinsengumi missions when he would have been helpful during.
What? Yeah, that's kind of the thing, because I know from the past when they've done that, like, what was it, like with Kiwami 2 and Clan Battle, if you got the DLC, you got, like, all the shit from the beginning.
Yeah.
And you could just, like, wipe the floor with, like, the whole mode.
Exactly.
Basically, it was, like, easy mode, essentially. Because you got, like, all, like, legendary 5-star units. that you could just easily beat everything with, so yeah. I guess they don't want you to do that anymore.
Obviously.
Guess not. Vampy. Vampy is level 99. That's funny.
Vampy bit me.
There's
That's
Kenny.
funny.
Yeah. Vampy.
Oh, Kenny just increases your defense, which is what I need.
Oh.
That's pretty good, actually.
Well, hey, I mean, how else are you gonna do one-winged angels on your opponents?
Exactly.
You never got Ichiban, did you?
No, that's a different
No.
DLC that I ain't paying for.
All right, fair enough.
Don't blame you.
I fit to pay.
You ain't fitting.
Bakumatsu Bob, that's great. And then that katana, is it even good? Hey, you got it, man. It's like, where is it? Oh wow. Here's your DLC sword. It's all the way down here and it's super weaker than the one you have now.
Oh, geez. Yeah, that's not worth it.
300 attack. Like, well, I have 1,000 attack with this one. I mean, right?
Yep.
Those are the barracks.
Muteki said that Ichiban was in his pirate crew in Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii.
Is he in yours?
I still haven't gotten that far. I'm on I think I'm on the second chapter now.
It's funny, I legit thought you beat it.
I was going to go immediately directly into Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii after I got done with Yakuza 8.
Yeah. Sometimes, I feel that though, because you could get burned out if you go right to another game.
Yeah, and so
Yakuza.
so I went back and completed Final Fantasy VII Rebirth on PC, and I managed to get that done on the day when the Nintendo Switch 2 launched, and I completed the game right before I had to go pick it up, the console. And all my time after that has just been mainly stuck with playing on the Nintendo Switch 2.
How's it going, Batista?
And I guess the other piece of news I guess we could talk about is that about the sales data of Nintendo Switch 2 launch games and how they're being reported that third-party games in particular are not selling well aside from Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition. But here's the thing though, it was put out on an actual physical cartridge, so no game key card, so that's why it actually did well.
That is true.
Mm-hmm. But and I know that we talked about this yesterday, especially when it comes to the the third party sales on the Nintendo Switch 2 and with the whole game key card situation. But you know, I just feel like I may be in the minority in thinking that that there are certain people saying that that I believe that certain people are taking things out of proportion when it comes to the game key cards, or they're just making that big of a deal, which it really shouldn't be. But that's just me, you know. But you know, everybody's entitled to their opinion, and I respect that. I mean, yeah, it sucks about the game key card. I said this before, that game key cards suck, but if it's one of the only ways we can actually get to play any third-party games on the Nintendo Switch, for that matter, then I'd say...
Careful.
That's just one way.
No killing!
And at the same... But at the same time, you know... I always said this, even though with the game key cards they give you the ability to download the game from the eShop, you still have to have the game key card into your Switch 2 in order to play the game. You know, it's kind of like the PS5 discs, how they, you know, you still have to use them even after when you put it in and it installs the game data. Well, most of it anyways, or some of it, because even after installing all the prerequisite data, it will still try to download the rest of the data onto your PS5. And there will be times where, you know, the game may stop, or, you know, may try to prevent you from going forward because the rest of the data within the PS5 game still hasn't been fully installed onto your SSD or external hard drive and whatnot.
You know, I think the last time I ever experienced that was, I think, when I got, what was it? I think it was Just Cause 3. And while it's still loading, you can actually play it, but you're restricted to this, like, tiny little island in the corner of the map where you can, like, just run around, blow up shit. But you're otherwise restricted there until the rest of the game downloads. Yeah, a lot of things are starting to do that now.
Mm-hmm.
And I've noticed that.
You know, it's kind of like at this point where, you know, that the PS5 and Xbox Series X discs, as well as the Nintendo Switch 2 game key cards, they're not really, you know, fully physical games at all at that point. And that's sad too.
Well,
I mean,
not in that sense. No.
Right. I mean, it is sad that it's bad, and it's really bad for preservationists because there's really no way to actually preserve the game unless if you have like all the data downloaded to say like a PC and whatnot. But at the same time, it's just like, you know, there is a good reason why physical media exists. But at the same time, I understand why they don't want to do physical media all the time, because physical media costs a lot of money.
That's right. That's right. Mine. It's. Techie's marking out for a good reason. That would be.
Why?
Mine.
Yes.
Oh, Muteki says, well, hear this. Raito Remaster coming out. Am I getting Switch 1 physical or Switch 2 key? Well, here's the thing, though. If they do a Switch 1 version of said games, and they can give you a free upgrade to those to play them on the Nintendo Switch 2, then I'm okay with that. But if they're not going to do that, then that's just lazy on their end.
Like I said, I don't know. We don't know. It seems like Nintendo. We don't know if it's a Nintendo thing or if it's a third-party thing. Since apparently Nintendo's kind of being dicks about it, and they're basically saying, here are your 3 options, and that's it. And most publishers are opting for the cheapest one, or the one that gives Nintendo the less money, which is... Yeah, no killing. Which is the game key cards, which I guess gives Nintendo the least amount of money. Which is why a lot of are opting for that over full-on game key cards.
Well, here's another thing, too, is that with some of the games, you know, for third parties, they're given the option to where they can use the game key cards or to put the full game on a physical Switch 2 cartridge. But here's the thing, though. Some of the games are, you know, very small in size, and some could be, you know, close to 64 gigabytes or be way above 64 gigabytes.
I was gonna say, yeah, there are some cases that, yeah, like Street Fighter 6, I could see being clearly it is well above 64 gigs. So I could understand a game like that needing it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But something like Kiwami S and like Puyo Puyo S and shit, like no way in hell.
Right. So it's like, is it really worth it for, say, a third party to actually release that game on a physical cartridge and make customers have to pay $70 for that game if it's on a physical cart?
Well, yeah, I was gonna say if that's the case, then it should cost less then.
Right, exactly.
But tell that to the game companies. Like I said, they want to make they want GTA 6 to be the first game that retails for $100 US, if not more.
Mm-hmm.
To kind of set the precedent. So
another thing that
you can't bow down to that stuff.
Right.
Do.
And here's another thing too, is that Nintendo has not given all third-party companies, developers and publishers, Switch 2 software development kits. Only like a handful have gotten hands on them, whereas everybody
That's
else.
True,
Is
not
still,
many.
Yeah, whereas some others are still waiting to get theirs.
Like for example, obviously CD Projekt Red was given one, Sega was,
Square
and
Enix.
obviously Squeenix, Capcom was, but it doesn't seem like very many others were. Obviously, they'll probably be starting getting their hands on them now. They probably got them in their hands on them now.
Right.
But yeah, it
Wow,
kind of does
Micro
make
went
a
down
bit of
easy.
sense.
And here's another
Look at
thing
that.
too. What?
Majima went down the easiest. I didn't think that was that.
Oh wow.
Dang.
But here's another thing too. We know that the game Borderlands 4 is coming on Switch 2, but it's not. But it's coming out much later after the other versions come out 1st.
Mhm.
So there's that scenario where, say, 2K Games still or Gearbox still has not gotten a Switch 2 development kit before then.
Now let's beat this game.
Yeah, I'd say
Beat the
you're
shit.
ready. You're ready to kick ass and take names. It's time for you to go beat your recessive clone while you still remain as the superior, dominant one.
You've got all the recessive genes. No, I got all the
Brother!
recessive genes. That's what he said.
So you're saying,
But he didn't know he was the inferior.
so you're saying I am the dominant one? Damn right.
It's funny. That's not how genes work. Recessive just means like he got his blonde hair means he's weak. Wait, what?
Yeah, people hear recessive and they think
That's
bad, whereas it's
Yeah,
like
it just means
shit like hair and eye color.
Exactly.
Kind of. Well, yeah, it does mean some things like genetic disorders and occasionally disease and shit, but yeah, it's more like hair, eye color, kind of
especially
stuff.
for them two. They're both have no diseases, so recessive and dominant for them would just mean like they're like me. I got
don't you know that
recessive genes
they
when I was born.
identified the soldier genes inside Big Boss, and so they wanted to create the perfect soldiers using gene therapy.
That led to everything from strategic thinking to the proverbial killer instinct.
Every time I see Saijima, I'm just like, be in a wrestling game already.
Exactly. It's like, come on, Batista.
Giant man. Like frick, I could see him going Zangief style shit on people, being a
Right?
grappler.
Did you play Yakuza 5 before? Metal?
Me? Or Metal? No.
Yeah, a bit. I
Oh.
didn't. I admittedly haven't finished it yet,
Because
but
Saijima
have
gets
played
some
it.
crazy moves in there that you'd love. Speaking of,
Muteki says that he saw the movie Gattaca, the Gene movie. Yeah, I've seen it too. The one
Gattaca,
with
yeah, I see Gattaca, yeah.
the one with Jude
Friggin'
Law. in
Ethan
it.
Hawke and Jude Law, but the
Yakuza
fucking
4.
stupid sci-fi civilization. Oh, we genetically wiped. Oh, everyone's genetically pure, except for this one guy.
And-
this guy's.
And Uma Thurman was in that movie too.
Oh, and he's gonna die going to Jupiter because he's got a heart disease. Because
But
he's not
instead of,
perfect.
but Majima and Mine are there instead of Akiyama and Tanimura.
What a reference.
Kiryu and Saijima are the same, but yeah, like.
Damn, I have to reload Twitch. One sec. I don't give a shit for an god damn it.
Kiryu is the only one where his
Oh.
feet are exposed in his sandals.
Well, I guess Double R can play it. I don't have it. So you asked about
Well,
playing the Majima one.
Well, I still need to go through the entirety of the game first.
Yo, Majima.
But that
I'd
probably
like
won't
to at
be.
some point.
But that probably won't be anytime soon. Just saying that, Toma. But yeah, that
Everything
is a
gets
possibility that we can
straightened
go
out.
through that.
I'll. Well, first I gotta get things I need, like a chair. But I know
Right. A chair, a better bed.
bed. Yes. Oh my goodness.
You need to be upgraded from a bunk to, say, a
Yeah, exactly.
queen size mattress at best.
At least, yeah.
That, or if you get a king, then more power to you.
I'll fit in my room. But definitely need to upgrade that.
Yeah. Muteki says, hey, Double R, here's a tip. Buy ring in the beach ocean. Y'all thank me later. Must be a, must be something in Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii that he's referring
Yeah.
to.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta fight a bunch of jobbers.
Yeah.
Surprise!
But hey,
Wow.
you,
Really is a Yakuza game.
you got an army at you got an army at your side that can show them who's boss.
There's a move I have specifically for a bunch of dudes. Oh! I did the block from the back heat action. That's not even the one I wanted to do.
Ooh,
Oh.
that ass.
It's always cool to see heat moves like that when you least expect them.
It is.
Like
One of my
like,
favorite parts of this franchise.
like the heat moves that you can perform as Yagami in Lost Judgment that I
love
saw you do, Jerry.
Oh, bruh. That game is still like, right in terms of combat, probably still my favorite. Oh, look at this one.
Yeah, I would say that was definitely Toshihiro Nagoshi at his best.
Because that one I actually cared enough to play enough to like get to want to get good, and then yes, you saw what I streamed it on.
Mm-hmm.
Legends, right?
Yeah. Then I'd say you would definitely feel the same about Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii if you ever got around to it, or whenever you get around to it.
Teki's right. If Kenshiro was here, he would explode their body parts. Well,
Yes, he would.
It's a day ending in life for him. It's a
Oh yeah, you are boom.
Oh, look who it is.
Oh,
Oh, from the Omi Alliance. The one who disbanded the Omi Alliance.
Dang, playing this just makes me want to go back and play Way of the Samurai again. They put up-
Oh man. Yes. You know, it's funny how Way of the Samurai is just it's that time of game where you're just destined to lose at the end.
Yep. Like no matter what, the samurai have to end.
Yep.
Meiji has-
The Meiji Restoration has to be fulfilled. And Muteki says, like Red Dead Redemption. With John.
you could do. Even, yeah, like people have even tried, and nah, it's you are meant to lose. It's one of those no-win scenarios.
Yeah.
He
It's
said
like at the end of.
John, like John Wayne. Oh, enough John there, Pilgrim.
And even it's.
This dude
and
wants
it's
to
like,
fight. Oh, okay, yes, Holmes. I'm about to say fight.
And it's also. And it's also like the end of Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII, where you have Zack fighting off against the hordes of Shinra soldiers. It's like you're destined to make him lose that fight either way, since, you know, he does die within the main continuity. And yes, I do say main continuity because there are multiple timelines thanks to the remake continuity bringing them about.
Yeah, which I still need to play.
I'd say you should at least try the first one. I mean, the first one is and it's very short. And it's very short. You can beat it in like maybe 30 to 35 hours. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I screwed up the QTE. Nice. Alright, one here we go. There we go.
Muteki says, Cow, summon your golden bird and go golden.
No killing. Ultimate technique. Kamehameha you.
That still blew my mind that Daigo Dojima had that move when you fought him.
Yeah. Yeah, well, what's he doing Kamehamehas for?
It's like you're literally being Goku and Vegeta in that fight.
Yeah, I really wanted to do a beam struggle.
Oh, some interesting sad news to learn about.
Uh-oh.
I'm talking on my show. Yeah, that apparently one of the guys that kicked Norman out of Oscorp and was also on Power Rangers Lost Galaxy has died.
Oh.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, he's one of the old guys. His name was Jack Betts, and he apparently just passed at 96.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Man.
Yeah, he was. I think he was one of the guys that got, you know, skeletonized by Osborn.
So, and from the Sam Raimi movie?
Raimi, yeah. And then he also happened to have a bit part in Power Rangers Lost Galaxy. So, yeah.
Now, which character was he? Was he the one in the wheelchair, or was he the one that said, "You're out, Norman"?
I'm trying to remember. I think he's "You're out, Norman."
Oh, that guy, okay. But hey, 96, he lived a pretty damn good life. I mean...
True.
I mean, we got Dick Van Dyke, who's at 98 or 99 at this point, as well as Mel Brooks, who's 98.
No, he's Dick's 100 now.
Oh, he's already 100?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It was like just I think it was earlier this year. He turned 100, I believe.
No, his birthday is on December 13th, so...
Oh, okay. It was his 99th I was thinking of then, okay.
Yeah,
never mind.
So he's 99 years old, but man,
okay.
I mean, if he can live to be a 100 by December 13th of this year, then he's definitely fulfilled his wish to live at 100. I mean, at
Oh,
least
yeah.
he would be doing Betty White a service, because you know how she wanted to live to 99, but she ended up dying a few weeks right before she could do that.
Yep.
It was like, what was it, like the week before?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's either the week before or a few weeks before that.
It was shortly before, yeah. I
Mhm.
can't remember the exact.
I mean, we recently had the passing of Roger Corman, and he was like 97 or 98
Yeah.
when he died.
Sadly. King of Schlock.
Yep.
Yep, King of Schlock.
You, And don't forget, folks, his Fantastic Four movie is actually not that bad.
LPH, what other role did who play? The guy who was in Spider-Man and the Power Rangers movie?
Those were the two that kind of stood out to me that I saw people talking about. So, yeah.
Oh, I was wrong. Okay.
Now, if you wanted to say Dick Van Dyke, he was in the Mary Poppins movies.
Or as Family Guy says after mass censoring the Bleep Von Bleep show. Bleep Von Bleep.
And funny to think that he was also in the Warren Beatty film Dick Tracy. A Dick starring in Dick Tracy. Who knew? It says, at least he lived a full life. His maternal grandfather died at 98. Oh.
I got a 92-year-old grandmother that's still trucking, so yeah, you never know.
Oh, look who it is, Kuze.
Kuze, you piece of shit.
Kuze?
He literally has no doubt.
I want to be cheap so bad.
Well, sucks to be you.
Exactly. Right, Muteki? Kuze is the definition of that meme.
How many times do we have to teach you a minute? Yeah. Mm-hmm. God, he always wanted to take down Kiryu, but he would always get beaten down like a scalded dog.
With some sick music. That was like the only reason.
Right?
Some hype music. That's about it.
Yeah. You know, I should go back and play more Yakuza 0 Director's Cut. Now I think about it. But let me tell you something. Playing Yakuza 0 Director's Cut, my button pressing skills, at least when it comes to karaoke, need some fine tuning.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, because since I can do well with the karaoke playing at least on a PlayStation controller and somewhat at best with a Xbox One controller or an Xbox controller, you got to remember that the button placements are different for both.
I can see that because A, B, X, and Y are different.
Yeah, exactly.
Positions. And I always get confused by that too.
And as I said, when it comes to Kaiji Tang voicing Nishiki, he's actually not that bad playing the character. Now it really makes me wonder, is Ryuga Gotoku gonna be doing, well, not necessarily a new game, but unleash a patch for their existing Yakuza games where they include English dubs?
I mean,
newly recorded ones.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's a good question.
Because I could see them actually doing that. I mean, sure, they would have to shove out a little money in order to pay the voice actors and
Hold
all
on.
that, but...
I gotta point something out. How is it that during that heat action where he stabbed him in the gut, that the thing that did the most damage in that whole heat action was the kick and not any of the stabbing in the leg?
Right?
I just had to bring that up. That made no sense to me. Like, wait a minute.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
no dang sense.
I forgot about that too, Muteki. Alejandro Sab voicing the asshole of Yakuza 0. God, I hated him in Yakuza 0. What was his name? Oda?
Oh, that piece of crap. Yeah.
Oda, oh.
Among his sins, and I'm being funny here, but like, his Chinese was awful. That alone, no,
That's enough.
Yes, also did some horrible things beyond that, but like, that's where I'm stuck on it with. I was like, was that even supposed to be Chinese? That was awful.
You know, also, good thing that you mentioned about Kiwami 1 being on the Switch, but it's good to know that it can actually run better on Switch too. And
Oh yeah.
I bet it's got, you know, a stable 60 frames like the other versions, but yeah, that game, from what I heard, it cost $20 on the eShop, so it's actually not that bad of a price, even though it's digital only.
Yeah, I've been playing it on playing New Game Plus on Kiwami 1 a couple days ago.
Ah. Weeboo wa. Wee-oo, 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 weeboo wa. Muteki says, I got the physical edition of Yakuza 1, Yakuza Kiwami 1 coming later this month. For Switch or for PS4 or Xbox One?
Is it just
Oh,
me and
for Switch,
Majima
okay.
now? Okay.
Yeah. First it was Saejima who stayed behind, now it's Mine staying behind, and looks like Majima is going to be the next to stay behind with whoever we're going up against next.
Oh lord, it's one of those. Does this do piercing damage?
Oh, it's one of those big boys.
I'm gonna have to use this one. It's weaker, but it does piercing damage on the armor.
No, I forgot. Yeah, I keep forgetting about the big boys being in Ishin, ripped directly from Lost Paradise.
Yeah.
Now it's like the song "Receive You" should be playing during this, especially when you're going up against, you know, big tall men like this.
Right.
The main song from Lost Paradise. I receive your dream.
I'm using brawler just because like I got a thing here for defense and for Kenny Omega's not ready.
Oh, piss.
Oh.
Kenny.
Oh, what he threw at me.
Can't tell.
Oh,
looked like a
shock?
spear or something.
Woo. Let me see, what do I got here? Oh, not troopers.
Careful. They're not big Batumbos from Record of Lotus War on Dreamcast, but they might as well be that.
Health increases. Not that health increases are bad.
Muteki says, Cosmic Kiryu got a lame-ass Deadeye. He needs to go to America and learn real deal.
Quickens the rate at which you gain heat, huh? good at the end of the day, I guess. And
Thank you.
oh, cannons. I love that. When I beat the big guy, we technically said, "Let's send this big guy to floor M." Boy, that M
Nope.
being just dragged like me and people. We're not having this today. We're not doing this. We're not doing this, man. We're not going to the M floor.
Then all of a sudden it turns Resident Evil when you go to the M floor.
Real.
It's funny how you can still use the gun just to cheese your way through a fight.
Why not?
Well, yeah, exactly. That's why I said it's really fun.
Yeah, no, it's funny. Yeah, it's like, yeah, hey, they. I'm saying the developers got mad. I'm like, hey, you guys put it in there.
Right? Hey, we'll fire with literal
I
fire
just
if we have
noticed
to.
something. Majima's making noise. We're going, yeah, yeah, and I'm like, why? Why does he sound like Street Fighter 2 Vega? Yo. Like he would do that.
Now we just need to have his music playing during this. Oh, one of them's got a matchlock gun.
Giant swing. That didn't kill. That's how weak Brawler is. Oh my goodness. Alright. More cannons. Good thing I was paying attention that time.
Right?
QT over there. QT Jones over here, as Taz would say.
Yes. I hope we hear him again this coming Wednesday for Dynamite.
Glover.
Because he wasn't at Grand Slam Mexico.
That's right, was it? Thomas Glover. Hey, you're just Andre Richardson from Part 3.
Oh, that guy. Oh God. I was about to say that's not the bartender in Infinite Wealth, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
No,
it is?
Yeah. Him and yeah, I've been spoiled on some things in Infinite Wealth. Yeah, he's one of the ones who played Yakuza 3, and I'm like, wait. And I heard that, I was like, wait, what? How many people keep thinking they died and then they don't die from Yakuza 3?
Wow. My mind just blew up right there. Holy shit.
He somehow survived that fall. I don't. You gotta play 3.
Well,
Yeah, it is kind of a. Takes some patience,
man.
I'll tell you that much.
Well, yeah, definitely, and I've definitely experienced it, playing a little bit of it.
I got
But
queasy.
yeah, I did not know he was the bartender in Hawaii. I
Yeah,
thought he
him
was
and
just an original
Kashiwagi
character.
are like somehow living and like making bars. I'm like, wait, what?
未だに鉄の棒を振り回してる野蛮なあなた方にはもったいないくらいですが。覚悟はいいですか？やれ!
Oh, he thinks he's Dante over here. Oh, I gotta look at my cool twin pistols.
Oh, you got Ebony and Ivory, really?
19th century ebony and ivory.
British.
Oh, that reminds me, I gotta update my anime list. Put my.
Well, Kaos, if it's any consolation, as one of this guy's people, I give you permission to kick his ass.
Okay. That's a really good heat move, and that's really useful. I'm glad I learned that one. The one that just slices a bunch of people at the same time.
Uh-huh.
Hey, look, it's true. Brawler style still has Tiger Drop at least.
Muteki says, if Cosmic Kiryu can fake his death, others can too.
I guess so. Edgar.
Point there. He makes a very persuasive argument.
Ah, finally I can use Almighty Roar.
Yeah, like I said, I thought Bartender was just an original character, but no,
I have a super
I was-
high defense now.
I was wrong all this time.
It happened.
Round,
But then again, I haven't played through all of 3. So,
60.
yeah, the only ones I haven't even beaten yet are 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Ah. Rather have a buffalo.
Alright, Kenny, why don't you finally power up here, golly? Just trying to get him to.
Oh, the Evilise Chronicles. Okay.
Oh man, I am so looking forward to that, but I'm really bummed that they're not including the War of the Lions content for that game.
No, I was just...
No.
Okay, the best way to put it is essentially they're trying to. I think the only thing they're using from. Anyways, I was gonna say I think the only thing from War of the Lions they're using is translation, but
Yeah.
otherwise everything
just
is just
translation.
like a straight up remaster of the original PlayStation version.
And I think they're even using the
By the
the
way,
animated cutscenes
Kenny's
too.
move.
Yeah.
What about
earlier?
Kenny's move?
Yeah, the essence of the one-winged angel. He had a giant lightsaber that showed up and just swiped at everybody.
Oh, wow.
これならどうだ?
All right, Nobunaga. I've seen Turtles 3. I know how this ends.
Norinaga.
これは
Yeah,
Name
man.
rings a
Star Trek
bell.
time.
まさか生身の
Hey, look,
人間二人
Don King.
ここまでの兵力を投入するとは
Showing.
な。
Remember that time that they all had that weird sexual comment about April and it wasn't weird?
Oh, a Legorama. Shwing.
起きた。
No comment there.
And I will not bring up the infamous Oprah Winfrey, interview with them.
Oh boy,
Where,
yeah.
where they talk
And
about
that
how
poor
they
kid
tried to
was-
get April into interspecies stuff.
この人数を 相手に
And that poor kid just sitting there like,
はよ行けやあんたには好きなあかん
He's
き
like,
じみが
what?
せやろ
Just
Totally,
doesn't know
yeah,
what
she's
any of
right.
that means.
Although I think Donatello had it worse when Barbara Walters interviewed them after Turtles
Oh,
2
that's
came
right.
out.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about the
Because she-
Barbara Walters interview.
Because she asked him if they knew
Donatello.
where their parents are, and then all of a sudden Donatello hits the waterworks. All of a sudden,
Because that's what they did with her, with Barbara.
why you keep doing this to me, Barbara?
That's true.
I'm about to dehydrate.
Well, hey, at least it's better than that one. What was it? Disney Adventures
Kitty,
print
just keep
interview
running.
before Next Mutation came out. That was a bad one.
So S's and one-winged angel is pretty cool. I just wish it didn't take that much to charge.
Oh, the place where everything started. This location should be recognizable
Yep.
to you, Jerry.
And it's where I fought the masked one.
Yeah, where you fought Inoue. Which you didn't know that was Kashiwagi at the
Yeah.
time.
Here we go.
龍馬
Yakuza 0.
竹地
Yep. Oh, now he's no longer gray-haired.
おやっさんが死んだ場所だ。
God, he survived degradation after all.
忘れるわけが
Who knew?
この1年で土佐は変わった
LPH, no, she is not a mutant in the 2012 TMNT cartoon.
あの日おやっさんはな
But she does have some sort of,
俺ではない
she has something in her blood which makes her immune to the mutagen.
お前に土佐勤王と託すつもりだったんだ
何
Muteki. Oh, he's using Min's Rogaine.
Right?
お前はそういう
19th
やつだ
century style.
昔っから人のために自分を投げ出しちまうくせに手前のこと
Or wouldn't it be just for men?
俺はお前のそういう甘さ
I
を
mean,
許
if
せ
he's
なかった
literally trying to make his
そんな
hair
お前に
hair
土佐
not
を
gray.
託そうとしたおやっさんもな
お前は勤王党の名手でいたいがためにおやっさんを殺したっていう
Yeah, it was. God,
前に
I need to watch the entirety of that series again, LPH, to see how it was that she got the power to
ま
not
してこの国を
change into a
本気で
mutant.
思うなら手段などこだわってはいられない革命には血が必要なんだよお前やおやっさんのような甘いやり方じゃ世の中は
You can
Yeah,
keep that
just
title,
like-
but there's
yes, Muteki
but
おやっ
knows.
さんの考えは変わら
but there's
なかっ
only
た
room for one dragon.
Yeah, Muteki knows.
俺は
I hope I get to hear something
おやっ
pretty
さん
cool.
の意志を引き継ぐためにおやっさんを殺したんだ
You know, I just can't see them without their back tattoos, you know?
そんなバカな話があるか
Oh, yeah.
おやっさんの意志は
I mean, I know this is pretty much like a stage play per se, but
だがおやっさんはその手段にこ
It's
だわり
like-
すぎた
the back tattoos, man, it's like they gotta be on them.
だからおやっさんの意志を邪魔しているのは他ならぬおやっさんの存在そのものだったんだよおやっさんの目的を果たすために育てられてきた俺がその障害を排除するのは当然のことだろう
竹地お前
こんなこと言っても
Muteki says I played Zero ending like 5 times, so memorized.
お前はおやっさん
Wouldn't it be
に
mesmerized?
No, he means memorize.
Okay.
芹沢カムにおやっさんの暗殺
And then
を
he
依頼した時
writes in caps,
俺は
Ocelot.
お前の名坂本龍馬の名を語るようになったなぜだかわかるが俺とお前
Excuse me.
どっちが正しいのかケリをつけるため
Huh. So of all fun things, my mom comes home from church with like 18 burgers from A&W.
Oh, wow.
Huh.
Apparently somebody donated a whole shit ton of them to the church today. Because they also run a overnight show, so I guess it's for that. But interesting. And needless to say, they did not need that many burgers, so I guess she got the overflow.
Muteki is he's already wrote two
Yeah.
medals.
Yeah. 18 burgers a deal.
Well, eight, but yeah.
Oh, we heard 18.
Oh, well, remove the one from the front of it, but
I also heard 18, so alright.
Yeah, I heard 18 as well.
oh, weird, because okay, I guess just how I said it, because it was supposed to be 8,
Oh, okay.
as in under 10, but yeah, weird. Okay.
But then he's like, oh, 8's still good.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't think I could eat
Oh, dude.
18 burgers at once. I mean, it's not like
If you go to
Beethoven the
Atlantic
second.
City, get a grilled chicken sandwich. Oh, but I don't know why you go to Atlantic City, so.
Ah, dang it. To refresh Twitch again.
Well, we got to meet, yeah, Meredith, yeah. Pretty cool gal.
Yeah, Android 18. Yeah, she does sound pretty chill.
It was hilarious, though. Wait a minute, that's just Meredith. Gaslit. Me and Wheels were like, well, yeah, we've seen bodyguards who are like that small but still could kick the butt. So we were like, not even questioning that part. But then we saw her walking, like, wait a minute, that's just Meredith.
愛する女の裏切りさえ受け入れた。どこまで行っても変わんねえよ。お前は。だからお前をここに呼び出したのさ。
If I was Ryoma / Kiryu / Hajime, I'd have just said, let's stop talking and start fighting, alright? Come on.
Right.
Let's start this brawl going.
それで初めて俺は俺の正しさを証明できる。兄弟。兄弟か。懐かしい響きだ。その言葉を聞くと心の底から熱いものがこみ上げてくる。だがもう戻ることなどできない。
Well, about ready to kick ass and take names?
Yeah.
Yes, folks, here we are. The final battle.
Well, standing here, I realize you are just like me, trying to make a story.
Right?
Dude. Cue Rising Revengeance.
どうしてだろうな。今日はやけに兄弟が生き生きとして見えるぜ。
ああ、俺にもわからんね。
But today is special.
また戦えると思うだけで心が躍る。
I had to raise the volume on my TV for this.
That's
Oh,
that's fine.
Because I need to hear this song. Because it's really good.
兄弟。
忘れちまったな。後悔なんて言葉。来い。ヨマ。行くぞ。竹内。
I
the second time that Kiryu and Shibusawa fought each other. And it was nearly 150 years ago. Or a little over 100 years ago. Well, yeah, of course it would be a remix from Zero Muteki. Man, that's savage, doing that to a brother. That heat move. There he goes again. Don't worry. Well, I mean, I think he's fine as he is, Muteki. I mean, he'll get through it even without the hammer.
He'll make it. We have faith.
Yes. Right now, he's needing all the concentration he can get. Like, how dare you kick Ryoma? Jeez, look how well choreographed this fight is, even from the cinematic actions. Oh. He can do the lightning blade too? Bastard.
Ah!
Yeah, should be one more venue change coming up here shortly, where the rest of the battle will finish up. Yep, this is where the rest of the fight takes place.
Here we go.
At the top of the castle. And you can see it's dawn too, as as the sun's about to come up.
Symbolic.
Yeah.
Symbolism!
It's like in It's like in Majora's Mask. Dawn of a new day. Then Muteki says, oh, he got Almond powers. Great. Yeah.
Well, there you go. Okay, I didn't think that would
What a
end it.
way to finish him off with the Kamehameha
Yeah.
wave.
I mean, he was throwing some new Gundam tech at me. I might as well hit him back with a command, man.
Right. Only befitting. But yeah, you just beat the final boss.
All right.
Excelente.
竹内半平太
Excelente, señor. うわっ
龍馬だがキレ龍馬俺を切って坂本龍馬という名を取り戻すんだ
Of course, no killing.
No
In the end.
killing, even though like he stabbed and shot so many people point blank. I mean,
He still kills.
あんた言った
No killing, even though he does.
坂本龍馬は大宮
Did you forget? You said it yourself. Sakamoto Ryoma is dead.
どっちが正し
He's
いかなん
gone.
て俺はどうでもいいそれより俺にとってはおやっさんや兄弟が大切なんだ兄弟の言う通りさ俺はどこまで行っても自分の手が届く世界しか守れねえ
Remember what you said, brother.
人の器の男だ
その言葉を聞いてよく分かったむしろ俺の方が時代を変えられるような器じゃないってことがな俺は力でこの国を変えようとしただが序列や階級を打ち破ろうとしていた俺が
well, it's still a half hour. Okay,
いつも
so
見て
they
序
they
列
can
と階級
lab
を
on.
し始めていた
Goes okay, nice, Mr. Joe
そう
Star.
なったら最後もっと大
Mr.
きな
Joe Star
になってしまった今となっちゃおやっさんの気持ちが痛いほどわかる
おやっさんの
Oh, so you were just being a puppet this whole time? Hanpeta?
時代を変えるには非常さよりももっと大事なもんがあったってことだ
大事なもん
愛さどんな苦しみ
There he
が
goes, using that word. Ruthless.
愛を最後まで捨てなかった人間だ
Freshen.
Oh, speaking of, did you see yesterday? John Cena did like a
一年
promo,
前
his own pipe bomb
土佐を抜けるとき
with
I heard about it.
お前は無条件に俺を守るという道
CM
を
Punk having us just lay there.
非常な道を選んだはずの俺の心は揺れた
That was funny.
お前の愛の前では
I guess that's what they call long-term storytelling.
知恵や策略は通用しないそう悟ったあの時すでに俺は負けていたんだそのことに気づくのが遅すぎたかな
あんたにだって愛はあるさカツラにもしもの時は俺のことを頼むって言ってくれてたんだろうずっとあんたは俺を守ってくれていたガキの頃からずっとそれがあんたの愛なんじゃないのか兄弟
龍馬
一丁やりますか
兄弟の俺も一度死んだ竹内半平太は土佐で 坂本龍馬は大宮で死んだんだ。一度死んだ人間同士、もうこれ以上血を流す必要はねえ。憎しみ合う必要もないんだ。だから俺はあんたを許す。あんたは俺の兄弟なんだ。竹地半平な。
Haha. There's that. There's the rising sun. You said it,
Yep.
Double R.
It's coming.
夜が
Nice.
ああ、兄弟。
There's something very symbolic for that happening at the end of something, whether it be a game or a movie or something like that.
さ
It's
あ、
like the
行くとするな。
resolve of like a huge conflict or a resolution or whatnot.
てめえのケツぐらいてめえで拭かなきゃ。
作戦了解入りました。
死んだおやっさんに顔向けできねえからな。
何をする気だ。
土佐をぶっ壊すんだよ。
お寺に拝見しましょう。
この巨大な武器とかした土佐を山内陽の手に渡す前にな。
どういうことなんだ。
俺はお前が新選組に入った頃から
山内陽動。
あの男は
これは無用だぞ。
俺や幕府の勝林太郎使い、
Oh,
イギリスから武器や兵器弾薬を仕入れさせていたんだ。すべてはある計画のためにな。
この国に大戦争を起こすためか。
いや違う。
Lord of the Province. Yep, as
山内陽動
Toma
は
says.
この国を
Oh no.
兄弟
Oh no. Damn.
竹千代、お前が裏切ることなど花から想定内のことだ。お前の考えを見破れんようでは、この国の全員を騙すことなどできないからな。
騙すだと。
お前があの坂本龍馬か。いや、
Yep.
なかなか
So
いい
yeah,
活躍だ
he was
ぞ。
the
大政奉還。
the behind the scenes bad guy.
結果的には非常に助かった。この国を傷物にしないで済んだのだからな。
Look at what I'm wearing.
何を言ってる。
あいつこの国を丸ごと売るつもりなんだ。 イギリスに。
なんだ。
Who is? Do you know his modern day counterpart, Yamauchi Yodo? Chaos?
Let me see here. He looks familiar, but I...
国としての体は守ったままでな。
Yamauchi Yodo.
あんたが狙って
Muteki says Jingu.
Oh, okay.
帝になって
Okay,
What, from
yeah, that's right,
Kiwami?
that's right.
From Yakuza
first,
1?
The first game, yeah.
Oh shit.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
この国ではわし
Yeah,
らの番組
he wrote hardware. Haruka, yeah.
クズとなる。
Hardware biological father.
That's her name now.
階級社会を壊してやろうというのだ。
貴様ふざけるな。
Yeah, I can definitely see Jingu in him now.
この土佐に招き入れる手はずだ。成立したての今日の新政権になすすべはない。日本はイギリスの植民地となろう。イギリス人というのは実に合理的でな。自分たちの利権を最大限引き出せる日本人を密かに探していた。強い権力を持ちながら国を売ることをも厭わない日 人間を。それがこのわしだ。どうした？お前もわしにひざまずくか？今土下座してこえばいい。
Oh yeah, his boss fight was a bitch in the first Yakuza in Kiwami.
嫌か。ならばこのわし自ら死を与えてやろう。
おい、何してるんだ龍馬。やめろ。龍馬。
Ooh.
化け物が。お行儀が悪いぞ。
Damned monster. He's just human.
よく目に焼き付けとけ。これが国のため、愛のため戦った男たち。
Remember, Toma,
貴様だ。
no killing.
Done.
For some reason.
誰だ貴様。
Muteki's sorry, ran out of infinite ammo. Yeah, my homie Saejima. Thanks for the save.
Bad ass.
Same for you,
王女さん、
Majima.
ここが我の死に場所や。
And definitely you too, Mine.
一人で行けとは言わない。私たちも地獄までお供しよう。助けてくれ。君はこの土佐、いや四国全土果たえよ。だから見逃してくれ。
Well, he had a lot more. He had a lot more chutzpah in Yakuza 1.
坂本龍
誰だそれは。
Who the hell are you
そんな
talking
名
to,
前の男、
Jingu?
知らねえな。
Yeah, who are you talking to? It's,
馬。やめろ。
he
わしを
says.
殺せばこの国はどうなる。鎖国で弱り切った世間知らずの日本を救えるのはわしだけだ。
誰がてめえにこの国のケツ拭いてくれって頼んだ。この国の道を決めんのはお前でも俺でもねえ。ここにいる誰でもね
話にならない。何悠長なことを言っているんだ。今目の前にイギリスの艦隊が迫っているんだぞ。奴らとまともに戦って勝てるとでも思っているのか。
え。さあな、そんなことは知ったこっちゃね
バカか。わしはお前ら豪士のようなその日暮らしの連中とは違うのだ。この国が生き残る道を誰よりも考えている。お前らはわしに従えばいいのだ。そうだろう。
言いたいことはそれだけか。
ああ。
イギリスの艦隊が
Jingu,
どうした
shut up.
Yeah.
そんなんで日本は滅びる国じゃねえ。
お前は分かっちゃいない。
So what about the British fleet? This is Japan. This is where Sparta really is.
たとえ今負けたとしても日本は何度でも立ち上がるさ。まだ見ぬ兄弟たちによってな。
なんだと。
俺らは兄弟たちに伝えなきゃならねえんだ。この国に生きる者にとって本当に必要なもんを。この国にはまだ多くの血が流れるだろ
Yeah, Toma gave some history
う。
there.
しかし土佐を出て兄弟生き
Yeah.
初めて分かった。
Sino, no, the Russo
Kondo ya
Japanese. I
Katsura
forgot what it's
no
called.
Saigo.
Russo Japanese War?
それに
Something like that.
武
I think
田の
so.
兄弟皆流れた血
And
の
they
先に
still
何
arguing
があ
over
るの
some
かを知
islands
っ
up
ている。
there. You know that? Russia,
Yeah,
Japan.
to this day.
Russia's like,
人間
these are
ってのは
ours.
間違
Japan's
い
like, nah, these are ours.
間違ってばかりだ。でも
And I don't know the
They'd
history,
be like,
so I don't
nah,
know.
homie.
でも俺らは進まなきゃならねえんだ。
Hell yeah.
この国の夜明けを信じてな。進むことをやめちまったら託すべき未来もなくなっちまう。俺らの仕事は生きていけ
Man,
る
they
世
all
の
got
中を作ること
busted
じゃ
up.
ねえ。生きていてよかったと思える国を作ることなんじゃねえのか。
Yeah, they did. It was a hell of a final battle, but definitely worth the price.
この国の未来は今はまだ顔も見たこともねえ、声を聞いたこともねえ兄弟たちがきっと作ってくれる。一緒にあの世で日本の夜明けを見ようじゃねえか。陽動さ。
やめるんだ、やめるんだ、龍馬。
日本の兄弟たちよ、また会いたじゃ。
Oh, okay.
Man, what a way to give off an ending like that. But yeah,
Koichi Yamadera. Omi Park. Shohei Shizuka.
oh boy.
Riki Takeuchi. Guy who got me into Yakuza stuff in the first place. Aya Hirano was in this. Rie Kugimiya was Haruka. Right. He always was, yeah. Jeff Gendert. Hiroaki Yoshida.
Oh,
Kikutaro. Well, look at that, just one name. And I feel like you
Kentucky's-
can't skip this.
Muteki says trumpet sounds.
Yep.
Count the medals 1, 2, and 3. Count the medals or O's or whatever, as Muteki says. Oh, count the O's within the names in Japanese.
This guy's sick.
No. And Toma says from Common Rider OOO.
Pronounced O's.
O's.
Yeah, spelled O, but yeah. Oh,
Brian,
this guy singing
look,
right
my
now
al-
sings in Pirate Yakuza too.
Oh, nice. Brian, look, my alphabets are spelling a message. It says ooh.
Peter Rose and Cheerio.
Yes.
Ugh. That's a good one, though.
That was from the very first episode, too.
Ooh, it is.
So, since you've gone through the whole game, Jerry, what'd you think?
It's way too grindy. It's unbalanced. But I like the story enough. I had fun once we finally do it. It got good, but I just didn't like that it took a while to get good. But I still think it's okay. it's just like, man, I was liking it, but I'm like, man, it took a while, longer than other
Yeah.
Yakuza games. Like, man,
Yeah, I will admit that I'm not really a big fan of the grindy aspect, but first, the story itself to stand out on its own from the other Yakuza games, it's a pretty damn solid one.
yeah, it's not bad. I don't take me saying it's bad. It's just like, yeah, it's like I played. I've been here since 2005, playing the first one
Yeah.
on PS2. You know, of course, I'm gonna be a little more nitpicky, I guess.
Right.
I've been playing since the first one on PS2, and before that, since Shenmue on Dreamcast, because the people forget Nagoshi worked on that with Suzuki.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
did.
he's Yu Suzuki's protege. But hey, I'm glad you
I
got to
gotta-
beat it finally.
Yeah. Just in time, because my plus runs out in mid-July. Although by that point I'll probably have enough to get it again anyways. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
God willing. Hopefully everything goes okay.
hopefully.
And I can't skip this. So,
So,
Metal,
Metal,
do you
wanna-
feel like playing this at any point?
Oh. Yes, actually, quite immensely. I don't currently own it, obviously. But you know what? I definitely do want to pick it up.
Alright, fair enough. It's still worth
'Cause
playing.
it's,
It's just
Oh, duh. Oh, God, yeah.
just be aware of that grind.
I know, yeah. It's weird because it's like not the side game I would have wanted. Obviously, I would have liked Dead Souls, but it's all good though. It like Ishin's still fun, still a great important game, even though it is the weird, not quite samurai one. But yeah.
Yeah, and that day is
Now
still
if we
coming.
ever
when
get Kanzan, that'll be a different story.
Yeah, I was about to
I'm
say.
pushing every button, Muteki. Ain't nothing happening.
I was gonna. Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, now it's just a matter of time before Ryoga Gotoku announces a Kiwami remake of Kenzan.
Yeah, nothing's happening. But I did notice
And
in the credits. it
And if they
shows
want to
some
be
sound
real
people-
nice,
Yeah.
they can also include a remaster of Lost Paradise
Yes.
or
that-
some Yuwa Shock.
Yeah, that needs to get out of PS4 jail. Bad. Lost
It'd be
Paradise.
nice.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But
It's
I saw
literally
some
just like
names.
Kamurocho after the apocalypse.
Yep.
I saw some names. I saw Hide Lunch and 83 Key, and a couple other people. They're the ones who did Lost Judgment soundtrack.
Oh.
And I love Lost Judgments, as you know. Remember, I was
Oh,
so
yeah.
hyped during
Well,
that
yeah.
final boss fight. I was like, let's go!
I would- Would you say that's in your top 5 or top 10 games of all time? Lost Judgment.
What? Alain C. De Leon.
Oh, what?
So,
Say what?
Oh,
that a
I
cousin?
see it too. Alain C. De Leon.
is that one of my cousins
What?
or something? Oh, snap. But no, I'd say, yeah, top 5 for sure now. Like, legit. For Lost Judgment. I love how they're playing gospel music now. Did I put in one of my mom's CDs?
Maybe.
It's like they had the song "Daylight Come" and "We Want to Go Home" doing the gospel rendition in Beetlejuice with the church choir.
Daylight come and me want to go home.
Careful, we don't want to get hit with copyright.
That's all I'm saying. For those reasons, exactly.
Okay, that's legitimate gospel music, and I'm like smiling, but I'm like, huh, didn't expect this in a Japanese game. Especially in a Japanese game that has Shin Megami in their company, where they're like the opposite, where they're like blasphemous AF.
Muteki says that in Like a Dragon Gaiden, it played a religious song in its ending.
In the first Yakuza game, Amazing Grace played at the ending too.
Ah,
It did, didn't it?
So-
Yeah.
So it's just funny to me that these games. Hey, we're cool. Right across the door, Atlas. Let's be blasphemous AF and heresy, heresy, heresy.
Exactly.
yeah.
Maximum heresy.
It's like, what a dichotomy.
Exactly.
Oh,
Oh, here we go. 2 years later.
Yep. The epilogue.
2 weeks later.
Oh, it says Tokyo, not Edo.
Yep.
ご隠居されてから1年
So this would have been after the name change.
優雅なものですな
And you see how everything is a bit more modernized
Yeah.
あなたが
the
内国事務総
Where's
裁
the
を
suit
辞任
here?
されてからというものこっちは政府の仕事を山ほど押し付けられててんやわんやでねなかなか挨拶に伺いませんでした
who's in the suit? Is that Daigo?
あの坂
Think
本
so,
龍
yeah.
馬が果てた後
Looks like him.
軍事と
Yeah.
して化していた土佐の暴走
Just a bit older, it
こ
seems.
の新しい国づくりを陰で支えてくれたあなたは坂本龍馬と並ぶ
Osa from
明治
Big.
維新の功
And you
労
can
者
definitely
Okay,
see
that's
that.
Akiyama. Okay, that's what I first thought. Yeah, that's
It-
Akiyama.
Oh wait, yeah, it is Akiyama.
Yeah.
そうでした
Sorry, it's just the mustache threw me off.
Yeah, it threw me off too. 'Cause at first I thought it was Akiyama, and then I was like, no, that mustache can't be him. No,
新
it
堀
is.
に桂
He's
木
screw
戸
a
と名前
mustache.
をコロコロ変えてきました
And you can see that's Hanpeta sitting down on the chair.
他人の人生を生きた人はいないでしょう
Says he's going by the name Yamauchi Yodo now.
名を変え立場を変えいくら他人の人生を生きようと酒の趣味だけは変わらないもんなんですね竹地さん
Yeah, Toma's right. It became illegal to even wear your sword in public. Samurai
Yeah.
Rao. Yep.
Yes, it did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, swords like that are even these days very heavily policed.
Now we got Date-san writing something on a pin.
あら先生、また失敗どすか？いつになったら書き終わることやら。
そんなこと言ったってしゃあないだろ。
Oh, Otose.
人生を一つにまとめてんだ。うまく綺麗につなげるっつう方が難しいや。
あら、また八つ当たりどすか？坂本藩の話を書きたいから、寺田屋の部屋をタダで貸せ言わはったのはどこの誰だったか。
Like Peter Griffin thought everyone in Chinatown was Jackie Chan. Oh, jeez.
Oh my god, what was it? Oh my god, Ethan Hawke!
Yeah. Jackie Chan thought everybody was Ethan Hawke.
Oh my god, Ethan Hawke! Yeah.
It's Malcolm in the Middle.
今頃。
Oh my god, Malcolm and Mill!
ああ。そういや言って
Oh my god, Gattaca.
あいつらが。
I get it.
結婚できひん代わりに。
Since we were talking about Ethan Hawke and
Yeah.
Gattaca earlier.
As we were talking about that movie.
きっとあの二人にはこの空が誰よりも綺麗に見えるんやろね。
大丈夫か
綺麗やね。
Aw.
Like a Dragon Ishin, subtitle Shenmue Zero. Cause these freaking mountains were reminding me of what Ryo
Truly,
had to go to the
truly,
mountains.
we were like a. Truly, you were like a dragon. Ishin.
ずっとさ
You can see that
もう日本の夜
Ryoma's wearing
飽き
Jin,
たんだ
Jungi Han's clothing in
Yep.
in this game.
Ryoma
Muteki says Ryoma became a ninja.
Also, he's a ninja.
From this day, Ryoma found the hidden leaf village.
That explains
And thus the
mountain-
Fire Nation was founded on this day.
Oh yeah, show me all how bad I am. 200 Ryo, okay.
Oh, I guess
Premium Adventure and Ultimate Challenge.
I guess the end. I guess the extended ending did it show up or did it? Because it's just somebody narrating how how things are transcending into modern day or whatever. But if it doesn't, then nah.
I don't know, but I got a trophy, so that's good.
Oh well, you guys can view it on YouTube. It's on there.
Yeah,
Exact,
maybe because I was playing
murderly.
baby mode, I just wanted to get it done.
Right. Yeah, it's understandable.
Possibly.
But yeah, anything else? A plug?
Yeah, let's get to plugging. I need to get
All
to
right.
mowing. And it's my turn first. So you guys can follow me on YouTube and Twitch at Double RPG Reviews. YouTube's my bread and butter when it comes to content, whereas Twitch is secondary. And also follow me for all your social media feeds on both Facebook and Twitter at Double RPG Reviews. And that's me. So, Metal, you next.
Yahoy hoy! I am Adam Kaiju. You can follow me on X at Kaiju Adam because the other one was taken. Anyways, other than that, check out Hero Club on social media at Hero Club for Life. Follow us for our updates, especially on our Twitch show, which is Wednesdays and Fridays. Wednesdays, we just hang out and chat about the news. And of course, Fridays, we just game. Right now, we're playing Mario Odyssey, and it's a blast. So come by and check it out. But otherwise, like I said, check us out across social media and check out the newly relaunched hero-club.com. Thank you very much.
All right. Last but not least, Fighter Chaos.
Yeah. I stream Tuesdays and Fridays normally at 4 p.m. Eastern. Twitch.tv/FighterCows. I don't plan on. I don't know right now if Tuesday's gonna be still out with a crappy heat wave during that time.
Yeah.
I may have to can Tuesday. But in the meantime, check out my social media and the Discord link, which Double R linked, to find out what the heck I'm up to, and also my social media, the same name, Fighter Chaos, spelled FIGHTERXAOS. You get to what? If you see anything I'm doing, I do art commissions and stuff, so you know. Or you can just leave a tip on Kofi, but I like to draw for you guys instead of just getting money for free. So hey, check that out.
Check him.
All right.
Jess,
Well,
what's the next game?
well, next week we're going into Fightcade since we skipped it out for this week. So
We did.
But by the time when we come back, Metal, what is it that you're going to stream?
All right. Guess it's time for the big announcement, although I believe I kind of did talk about it before anyway. We are going to be having a look on the occasion of the release of the Final Fantasy Ivalice Chronicles. We're going to be looking at a different kind of Ivalice. This one from around the time of the before times, before the land of touchscreens, before the land of dual slots. It's the Game Boy Advance with Final Fantasy Tactics Advance.
Ooh. Good choice.
Yes, it's a pretty fun, very replayable game that I have played quite a number of times, and I am very familiar with.
That's good.
So, yeah, it should be a good time. Not to mention, it's very good for grinding. So,
Oh, absolutely. Hey, we
it's
all
very
been in
forgiving.
that. Hey, we've all been there one way or another when it comes to
And
grinding.
also, thankfully, there's also a magic fast forward button in this case, which helps a lot of the longer drawn out parts. So, yeah. Especially when you're moving around the map to avoid people. But
Right.
anyways, that's a different thing.
All right. Is that it?
Yeah, I guess. So,
Yeah, so all right. Well,
do.
Well, Chaos, you got 2 words left to plug, and they are.
Nime, Kanyo.